Saved me a lot of trouble. Here, take it to the Blue Palace. You could say that. I own the place. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He'd beat me up, dump meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. I was done talking anyway.
Hiya, what's your name? Are you visiting? What do you do?
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. If you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what. I've heard Jari Raz hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire. I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink. I thought so. Remember the winking skeever next time you're footsore. Need something? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. You ready yet? I need to get back before I'm missed. Remember, you won't have anything except what I smuggle in for you.
It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
You'll know the Dragonborn come. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we
Papa
own.
says I won't see
With
Rob
our blood
here
and our steel, we
But he wouldn't
will
tell me
take
why
back
not.
our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings.
Never see me strutting around like that. Hey, you walk around at home as your own business. When you're at home.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynesgrove this time.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
What is it? What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for Nord-dead, not your weird experiments. There's no greater honor than to serve. If you're serious about enlisting, speak to Legate Ricka in Castle Dower. Until next time.
And all can be yours. Welcome to you. May your road lead you to warm sands. I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? It is Risad who owns the 3 trading caravans that travel the roads of Skyrim. Long ago, I was an orphan on the streets of Corinth. I stowed away aboard a trade ship that brought me here. It was Risad who found me. He provided the funds to start this caravan and put me in charge of it. I owe him more than I could ever hope to repay. Quite the opposite, in fact. The soldiers are some of our best customers, for we offer supplies and wares they cannot obtain by other means. It was Risad's idea to come here now, while the land is in turmoil. Where others saw only danger, he saw opportunity. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Khajiit are not welcome in the cities, so we make our camps outside the walls.
The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems.
You got business at the stables? Been about 8 years now. I used to be a mercenary, but one trip to Ravenscar Hollow cured me of that. There's hag ravens in that cave with talons like daggers. They'll open your bowels quick as you wink if you let them get close. A creature like that'll make a man think long and hard about what he wants out of life. If you're heading up to Solitude, you should stop to check out the view on your way. It's a good one.
Is this about the stables? My husband Gaiman handles the business.
We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest... Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work.
Can I help you? Oh, hello. Have a seat, will you?
You're a guest, and Father says we have to be polite to guests.
Huh?
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellenwyn's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poisoned dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
The Thalmor Embassy welcomes you.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are?
I look forward to the day when this rebellion is
Have
put
you?
down.
All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arentia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Just between us, I've got more important things to do than attend these meaningless
I've spent many
parties.
hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem.
Is it that obvious? I should take pains to seem more happy. I wouldn't want to upset our host. But the truth of it is, I have a mountain of paperwork back in Windhelm, and it's not getting any smaller. I just hope this party doesn't drag on all night. Ill luck. I'm a busy man, and I don't have time for this sort of frivolity. But at the same time, I don't dare refuse an invitation from Elenwen. Goodbye. Vittoria, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
It's very nice to meet you. You'll have to excuse Orthus here. He so rarely gets back to civilization. Stuck in Windhelm, poor fellow. Don't worry, Orthus. I'm doing my best to get you reassigned to Solitude.
Oh, don't worry about me. I relish the challenge.
One thing everyone can agree on. This war is bad for business. The East Empire Company has interests all across Tamriel, inside and outside the Empire's borders. We try not to get involved in politics. However, as the head of the company, it's my job to make sure we maintain good relationships with prospective partners and investors. A delicate question, to be sure. I'm the Emperor's cousin, and the Empire has little love for the Thalmor. On the other hand, the Thalmor have considerable funds and are looking to expand their shipping. I haven't signed any deals yet, but I'm sure my cousin would want a cut if I do. What better way to soothe his wounded pride? Come and visit me in Solitude sometime.
I hope you're enjoying the music, sir.
It's little better than a slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's been some time since I've had news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard?
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Yorlin Greymane. It's not really a fair comparison, if you ask me. After all, Yorlin works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that? Trust me, there's no place better to forge relationships with the movers and shakers of Skyrim.
We've got our hands full dealing with the storm.
Oh yes, quite.
What about you?
So many important
I've
people
spent
from
many
all
hours
across
in council
Skyrim.
meetings lately grappling with that problem.
I am the steward of Whiterun. I serve Jarl Balgruuf in Dragon's Reach. Truth be told, I'd be more comfortable if I were back there. I get nervous in the company of so many worthies. Don't let me keep you.
The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, servant girl! What's your name, dear?
Ah, Brayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Ah, thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir. What can I get for you? Good day.
I heard Ellenwyn say she's going to open a
When I
bottle of
married
the best
Torek,
firebrand
he promised we'd go to lavish parties just like this. I wish he were here now.
Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
Now that I think
I beg your pardon? You must have me mistaken for someone else. I am Elisif, widow of High King Torek and Jarl of Solitude. Lucky for you, I possess a forgiving nature, and I'm not easily insulted. Very much so, yes. Ellenwyn's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often.
Between the dragons and the stormcloaks, my coffers are running dry.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem.
A Jarl has many duties. Attending parties isn't the most important one, but neither is it unpleasant. Well enough, I suppose. Ellenwyn puts a great deal of effort into these parties, and it shows. I just wonder what her real motivations are. That woman is inscrutable.
It's been some time since I've had news from elsewhere in Skyrim.
Well enough, I suppose. Ellenwyn puts a great deal of effort. I just wonder what her real motivation. For now, perhaps. But I've heard disturbing rumors that they're marshalling their strength. I suspect the treaty that ended the war was just a tactic to buy time so the Thalmor can rebuild their armies. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Empire can afford another war. Good speaking with you.
Please, help yourself to more wine. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Do enjoy yourself.
Did you see that serving girl? I hear elf women are insatiable. Really? Yes, maybe that would be just the thing. She seemed to be playing hard to get when I spoke to her earlier. Go on. See what she says. Now you've gone and gotten my hopes up again.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir. Oh, Erica, right? He was talking to me earlier. I could tell what he was after. I hate working these parties. Some of the guests are nice, but there's always a few like Erica. Please tell him to leave me alone, politely. I'm sure you'll have better luck getting through to him than I would. See ya.
Have you talked to Braylus yet? I'm not a patient man, you know. What? That little tease? Leading me on and turning cold at the last minute? I don't think so.
I'm sorry, sir.
You think you can toy with me, is that it? No, my dear, I have my heart. Oh, don't worry, I'll let you make it up to me. Now, where can we go for a little privacy,
No, I'm sorry, but I can't go anywhere with you. I won't. Please, I must get back to my duties.
Don't you dare walk away from me, you slut! Do you know who I am?
Please, sir, leave me alone.
Now you're going to be sorry you crossed me. Elenwen, this servant girl has been throwing herself at me in a most disgusting manner.
Is that so, Erica? And you with such delicate sensibilities. It must have been most upsetting.
I demand that you have this wench removed from my presence at once.
Well, whatever the truth of it, I'm sure a few words with Master Rolindel will have a salutary effect. Take her downstairs.
No! Mr. Zelenwyn, it's not true. I did nothing. Sir, you must tell her. You don't know what they'll do to me. Please.
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it. Very well, then. Well, I'm glad that little unpleasantness is over.
If I had my way, I'd spend all my time at parties like this, and none of it dealing with the common rabble. I've known her long enough to appreciate her excellent taste in food and wine, and also long enough to respect her importance to Skyrim. She plays a vital role in rooting out the forbidden worship of Talos. As far as I'm concerned, those Talos worshippers get what they deserve. All they do is cause problems for me and the other Jarls. I've known her long enough to appreciate her excellent taste in food and wine, and also long enough to respect her importance to Skyrim. She plays a vital role in rooting out the forbidden worship of Talos. As far as I'm concerned, those Talos worshippers get what they deserve. All they do is cause problems for me and the other Jarls. Until later, then. A ruler is entitled to luxury, don't you think? The Thalmor understand that. Yes, I know what you mean. Most Nords struggle to accept change. Those who fought the Thalmor in the Great War still see an enemy. But that war is over, and a new day has dawned. Besides, the Thalmor reward their friends richly. Anyone who doesn't take advantage of that is a stubborn fool. Until later, then.
It is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. May wisdom light your path.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm on duty.
Storm cloaks. My coffers are running dry.
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem.
With any luck, a worthy hero will step forward and solve all our problems, just like in the tales of old.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that.
Very much
I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
I'll leave you to it then.
The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone.
We've had the
Very well,
same
then.
troubles.
These are troubling times, indeed.
Take advantage of the fine food and drink. Such things have been scarce since the war
Is the
began.
food and drink to your liking?
I suppose so, yes.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it then.
If I had my way, I'd spend all my time at parties like this, and none of it dealing with the common rabble. Until later, then.
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Scarcely feed the staff in my palace.
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately, grappling with that problem.
We must keep faith in ourselves.
Till next time.
Did you know Vittoria is the Emperor's cousin? Best stay on her good side. Goodbye, Ben.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked. And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Elenwen must have told them to cut me off, the frigid bitch. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose. You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Elenwen's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not. I need another drink.
These are troubling times indeed.
Yes? What do you need? Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? I need
Trust
another
me,
drink.
there's no place better to forge relationships with the movers and shakers of Skyrim. Don't let me...
Elenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
Eyes and your ears are open, and your mind is free of judgment and expectation.
Take advantage of the
you
fine
might
food and
learn
drink.
much in
Such
this
things have been scarce since
May
the
Did
war
you know
began.
Vittoria's getting married? They say the Emperor might even come to Skyrim for the wedding. Goodbye, Ben.
It is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart.
See that disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not. Until next time.
Is my staff seeing to your needs?
Everything is splendid, thank you.
It pleases me to hear you say so.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? And none of... Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose. I need another drink.
We're not supposed to talk to the guests.
Between the dragons and the stormcloaks, my coffers are running dry.
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately, grappling with that problem.
With any luck, a worthy hero.
What can I get for you, sir?
will solve all our problems.
Here you go. Is there anything else I can get for you? Farewell.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittle. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to
Very
call
much
upon
so,
me.
and thank you for asking.
It pleases me to hear you say so.
Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
Have you found it difficult to get provisions lately? I can scarcely feed the staff in my palace.
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem.
With any luck, a worthy hero will step forward and solve all our problems, just like in the tales of old.
Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Ellen Wynn, our mistress. I speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively,
So far, so good.
of course.
Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Someone bring me a drink, quick!
These stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob. This
Who
room won't
comes,
last much
Malvern?
longer.
You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
Well, there might be
A
nothing to
guest?
it.
In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. The door. Behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're... It's dead.
We've got our hands full dealing with the Stormcloaks. What about you?
I've spent many
Hurry
hours
it up.
in council meetings.
I've got to get
lately
back before I'm
grappling with
missed.
that problem.
We must keep faith in ourselves and the Divine.
Good
Did
luck.
you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds. You're dead. It's nothing!
Fight!
Over here! Mercy!
I'll see you.
You're dead.
Over here! You wish to defeat me? Impossible! Over here!
Don't you see? Elven supremacy is the only truth.
Death is the only way out of this misery!
Teach you to mess with me. You're dead.
You wish to defeat me?
Come on.
Impossible! Teach you to mess with me?
I am your master.
You're dead!
Come on.
Don't you see? Elven supremacy is the only truth! of your misery!
Someone there. You wish to defeat me?
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, huh? You are most useful, but do not presume. Have others...
I'll see you first! You're dead.
You gotta help me. Please. Oh, thank you. I don't understand what's happening. I can't stay here. What will I do now?
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. Fine, whatever you want. Can't you just kill me? There's this old man. I've seen him around Riften. I don't know where he lives. I don't know his name. Yes, he matches the description of this Esbern guy you're looking for. Maybe it's him, maybe it isn't. That's all I know, okay? Why don't you just kill me already? I told you. I don't... What? Who? What? Yeah, sure. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in
I guess
here,
you know what
and
you're
we have
doing.
your
I've got to find a way out of here.
Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor!
dead already.
Move!
Did you hear
Never
something?
slowly. Come here. Mercy! Yeah! Behold the future! Behold the storm! I yield! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! You'll need to do better! No more!
You gotta help me. Oh, thank you. I don't understand what's happening. I can't stay here. What will I do now?
I told you.
That's all I know.
Okay.
What? Come on. If you like, but we need to find a way to unlock that trapdoor.
Never should have come here.
Get him!
Yeah!
Victory's yours, I submit!
Not quite good enough! No! Nothing! You are no true. It's nothing. That your best?
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it. Get him!
Enough!
No! What's the hurry?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth.
The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. The Great War. Seems to me like it. But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat, it ended the war and also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship throughout the Empire. What do you need, Dragonborn?
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take a look. Thank you so... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. All right, then.
It means so much to us to have the claw
Take
back
a
where
look.
it belongs. Thank you.
Till next time.
Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Good doing business with you.
Wait, I know you.
Never should have come
I'm
here.
being attacked!
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, no, even if you are my elder. Hey, watch it!
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort.
What would you have me do, Hrongar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing... I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
You must
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them. Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
I wish I could play with fire like that.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. Name I'm sure. You know what? Dovahkiin. Sky above, voice within. Sky above, voice within. Dovahkiin.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door. What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros? It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time. It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer. It was a brilliant idea, really. Mostly mine, though Gavros took the credit. Secret, though. Official Synod business. Can't talk about it. Are you? Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that. I need the crystal to do anything useful, and I don't have it. You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you, anyway? You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now. Come on, I'll explain on the way. What the? No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It's my idea to replace one of the key elements with our focusing. Crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time. Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.